Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. I'm sitting on the floor and the shelves behind me look horrendous. I'm very excited for the cleanup project that I've started now because I need to get to these bottom shelves soon. Holy moly. Anyways, we are here today to do a book haul. I said at the end of July that I wasn't going to get very many books in August, but I forgot about an outing that I've had this weekend that was scheduled, and I totally forgot that I was going to have a bookish day, and I had one, and I purchased a lot of things, but I have a few other ones that have come in from different reasons, a couple Pango orders, and book of the month. So let's just get into it. I'm going to tell you about all the books that I got in the month of August. All right, let's start with book of the month. I did get 3 this month. I'm not sure why I got 3, but I did. So I grabbed Happiness Falls by Angie Kim. She wrote Miracle Creek, which I enjoyed. It was weird. I didn't love it as much as everyone else, but I did enjoy it. And I'm curious about this one. This is going to be another kind of mystery type of book. When a father goes missing, his family's desperate search leads them to question everything they know about him and one another. A riveting page turner and a deeply moving portrait of a family in crisis. Curious, I would like to read another book by her just to see if I like her. I picked up The Invisible Hour by Alice Hoffman. This is a thinner one. It's a little bit small. This one drew me in because it's about our fierce heroine whose life is saved by a book and its author, even though they live hundreds of years apart. I just was curious about that. So grabbed that one from Book of the Month. And then I couldn't resist this, The Bookbinder by Pip Williams. I did not love the Dictionary of Lost Words, but I also didn't hate it. So we're going to see about this one. A young British woman working in a bookbindery gets a chance to pursue knowledge and love when World War I upends her life in this new novel from the best-selling author of the Dictionary of Lost Words. So we're in 1914 historical fiction. I'm excited about that. And I love the cover. Love, love, love. I grabbed a book that I've already read because I found it at a library book sale for $1. Falling by T.J. Newman. Now I have both Falling and Drowning, and I love them both. So those will be fun to share with people or reread. I don't know. We'll see. But I've got them. And then we have a little pile of books that I picked up from Pango this month. So I grabbed The Diamond Die by Kate Quinn, librarian turned sniper, World War II. I've heard good things. I'm very excited for that one. This little book called Book Love by Debbie Tung. This is a graphic novel all about the love of books. I couldn't resist that. No Two Persons by Erica Bauermeister. Not sure what that ribbon is from. This is one of my most anticipated reads this year, and I've heard really good things about it. And I believe it's about how 5 different people, 9 readers, one book, 9 readers, 10 changed lives. So it's about how like the same book can impact people in different ways. So we're going to follow 9 different people who read the same book and how it impacts them. I've heard it's fantastic. And then I did grab the 3rd book in this trilogy, The Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman. I have the other 2 up on my shelves, and I wanted to get the hardcover so that they all match. I think the 4th one is either out or coming out. This is just a mystery series set at a nursing home, like an old folks home, retirement community, something along those lines. So I'm excited to carry on that series in September, hopefully, and read the 2nd one. Another anticipated read that I picked up from Pango is Wanderlust by Elle Everhart. This is about a young woman who wins a radio contest to take a trip around the world. The only catch is that the radio can scroll through her contacts and randomly pick who has to go with her. And it's a guy that she had met out on a night out at a club or something, but they never like met up after that. And yet she had his number in her phone, and that's who gets picked to go with her around the world. Traveling, romance, I'm here for it. And then I just grabbed 2 other romances. I'm not sure if these are clean or not. So if you are familiar with these, let me know. We have The Secret Bridesmaid by Katie Birchall and The Dating Dare by J.C. Lee. I just sometimes need a fun rom-com as a palate cleanser. And it was like if I got a certain amount, I didn't have to pay shipping. So I always try to see what else that person is selling. So I got some that I was in particular looking for, and then some that were a little bit random. I was so kindly sent a little stack of books this month from Jenny. Thank you so much, Jenny. She says, a big thank you for your wonderful content that I religiously watch. I selfishly chose these books because she wants me to read them. Oh, I want to read them, but I'm waiting for your review first. No pressure. Hee hee. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Jenny. That's so nice. So she sent me a nonfiction, 5 Days at Memorial by Sherry Fink. I had heard about this from Katie at Life Between Words. This takes place after Hurricane Katrina, and I think Memorial Hospital. Yeah, after Katrina struck and power failed amid rising floodwaters and heat, exhausted staff at Memorial Medical Center designated certain patients last for rescue. Months later, a doctor and 2 nurses were arrested and accused of injecting some of those patients with life-ending drugs. What? 5 Days at Memorial, the culmination of 6 years of reporting by Pulitzer Prize winner Sherry Fink, unspools the mystery, bringing the reader inside a hospital fighting for life into the most charged questions in healthcare. Which patients should be prioritized, and can health professionals ever be excused for hastening death? Oh, I've heard that it's very good. It'll be a good nonfiction maybe for November. I don't know. But thank you, Jenny, for sending me that. I'm excited. And also she sent me this by Sophie Anderson, The Castle of Tangled Magic. Sophie Anderson's books just have the most fun covers. I now have 3. The Girl Who Speaks Bear, The House on Chicken Legs, and now this one, The Castle of Tangled Magic. They are not a part of a series. I think they're all individual, like standalone books, but they all just look so cute. This one follows 12-year-old Olia, who knows a thing or two about secrets. Her parents are the caretakers of Castle Mila, a soaring palace with golden domes, lush gardens, and countless rooms. Literally countless rooms. There are rooms that appear and disappear, and rooms that have been hiding themselves for centuries. The only person who can access them is Olia. She has a special bond with the castle, and it seems to trust her with its secrets. That just sounds really fun. Delightful little middle grade. And then she also grabbed Edge Dancer for me by Brandon Sanderson, and I believe this one should be read in between Words of Radiance and Oathbringer, I believe. If you are a Sanderson person, let me know if that's right, if that's when I should read this. But I love it. It's kind of a small little hardcover short story novella. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, then we have a fun, I forgot to cancel my Books and Treasures. I was only going to get it for 1 month, but I didn't cancel it. So here we have another one. So let's unbox this together. It's wrapped up nicely. I always love that the card is personalized. Krista today, this month says, your August can be as memorable as the leaving summer by Jennifer Lewis, which is a quote. Make some memories with your new book. Happy reading, Sarah and Eric, Books and Treasures. And I realized in looking at the mailing label, they're pretty local to me. I'm very excited about that. I didn't realize that they were a local small business. So that's fun. Then there's a bunch of treats in here. So let's see what we've got. First of all is this. Is it a silk pillowcase? It is a pillowcase, like a square pillowcase. It says, what does it say? Warm. Oh my word. I was having a hard time reading the cursive. Warm tea, good books, soft pillows. Aw, that's cute. Cute pillowcase. Then we have a little magnetic bookmark. Read your heart out. Cute little magnetic bookmark. The coasters just say book lover on them. There's 2 of them, cork. Here's the book, so I'll save that. What just flew out? Oh, hot cocoa. It's coming out of the wrapper. 2 hot cocos will be perfect as the weather gets colder. It's not there yet, but I'll put it in my drawer with the tea. A candle, tonka and oud. It smells like a summery scent, not fruity though. It's very light and refreshing kind of a scent. Not cotton, like clean cotton. I don't know how to describe that. Tonka and oud. I don't know what tonka and oud are. Interesting scent. Fun. How to apply. Oh, a decal that says Antisocial Book Club. Fun. And a mug. Let's see what the mug is for this month. I think there's always a mug. Books and Chill. I love that. Books and Chill. Yay. All right, and the book for this month is a paperback. Last time was a hardcover. So it alternates, I guess. And it's wrapped up nice, so it's kind of a fun little present to open. Da-da-da-da. John Grisham and Theodore Boone, Kid Lawyer. Ooh, it's a middle grade. A perfect murder, a faceless witness. A lone courtroom champion knows the whole truth, and he's only 13 years old. Meet Theodore Boone. I used to love John Grisham back in the day. It's been a long time. But you never know. I might be craving a courtroom drama here and there. That's what John Grisham is king of. All right, last but certainly not least are all the books that I just got on my outing. If you watched my weekend vlog from this past weekend, I had a very bookish day on Saturday. And I went to a place called Green Valley Book Fair in western part of Virginia with a couple friends, and they boxed up my books like this, and I haven't opened it since I came home. So we're going to open it and see what I got at Green Valley Book Fair. And then we also went to a thrift store where I got a couple puzzles and a few more books. So I'll show you those as well. But from Green Valley Book Fair, so excited. Okay, so they had a room that had some fall and winter decorations. So I picked up this Joy just stick. It can go in one of my plants. It's very cute, and it was only $1.79, and I love it. The plaid, I love the pine cones, I love it all. I also got this shelf decoration that says all is calm. This was also $1.99 or $1.89. It's pretty. And then I got this mug for the fall. It's just the shape of a pumpkin, kind of. This was $1.99. Has a green handle. I love this. Love that mug. And the last kind of decor thing I got was this candle. It's teak wood and fig. This was $3.79. But oh my word, it smells so good. I couldn't pass this up. And it's like solid. I can use this as a planter afterwards or put another candle in there. Yeah, love. Very pleased with those little extra treats. And now the books. So I picked up Luck of the Titanic by Stacey Lee. This is a YA historical fiction, Chinese brother and sister on the Titanic. One of them is part of a circus. She's leaving England to be a circus performer in New York. And she's turned away at the gangway because Chinese people are not allowed into America at that time. But she kind of sneaks her way onto the ship as a stowaway. But her brother is working on the ship, something along those lines. So it's a Titanic historical fiction YA. I'm so excited. That was a anticipated read a year or two ago. I'm excited for that. I have already read this, The One and Only Bob, but I did not own it. I would like to own all of these. The One and Only Ivan is on my Newbery shelf. This is a book in verse, kind of free verse. I really love this story. Bob is the little dog that's friends with Ivan from the first book. So love that one. I picked up this mystery, The Sentence is Death by Anthony Horowitz. I have another book by Anthony Horowitz, Magpie Murders, which is a huge book that I haven't read yet, but I've heard that he's just really creative in his writing. Curious about that author, so I'm gonna check it out. I picked up two in the Wrinkle in Time series. I don't know the name of the whole series, but I have three of them. I did not have these two, and they were only $2.99 a piece, so I grabbed An Acceptable Time and A Swiftly Tilting Planet. A Wrinkle in Time is such a weird book, but I've never carried on and read the whole series. So now I own the whole series. Maybe I'll be motivated to pick it up and read the whole thing. We'll see. I grabbed Jacob Have I Loved by Catherine Patterson, $2.79. This is a Newbery winner, but I think my copy is really beat up and old, and so I'm just going to replace it with this copy. Brand new. It was only $3. I picked up this Unplugged Play toddler book, so it just has a lot of ideas of things to do with a toddler. Both of my families have little ones, and so I thought this might be a fun thing to kind of look through at work. Another middle grade, I grabbed Daddy Longlegs. Lindsay actually put this into my cart, by Jean Webster. This is a classic middle grade, written in letters about an orphan girl, I believe, who writes to like a benefactor maybe, and she refers to him as Daddy Longlegs. He never writes back, I don't think. Another anticipated read of mine from 2 years ago is Orphans of the Tide by Struan Murray. Ellie lives in the city. She was always told that there's nothing beyond the shores of their small island, but then a boy washes in with the tide, trapped inside the belly of a whale. What? I forgot about that. So yeah, that was one of my anticipated reads from a couple years ago. Couldn't resist. $6, brand new hardcover. Beautiful. Just a couple more from Green Valley. I Can Make This Promise by Christine Day. She, I believe, is Indigenous herself. Edie has always known that she is Native American. She also knows that her mom was adopted by a white couple and has no connection to her birth family. So even though Edie is curious to learn about her heritage, she realizes her mom doesn't have the answers. So she's going to go looking for her heritage. Excited for that. I've heard good things about Christine Day. I've actually read The Sea in Winter by her and really liked that one. So now I have another one to read. I picked up Bettina, which is part of the Track series by Jason Reynolds. Ghost, I think, is the first one. And I don't think I have any of the others, but this was only $3 and I would love to read this series. Amanda from the Curly Reader has told me that it's a fantastic series and others have said that as well. So someday I'll read it. Dear Justice is the sequel to Dear Martin by Nick Stone. I still need to read Dear Martin, but now I have the sequel, Dear Justice. Maybe I can knock them out during series September. They're both not super long books. So that would be a good duology to read. And then I picked up Animal Farm by George Orwell, but this is the graphic novel version of it. And one of the challenges in my Ultimate Reading Challenge book that I hauled for my birthday month in July, one of the challenges is to reread a book that you did not like in high school. Animal Farm is a book that I read in high school that I did not love. And it would be kind of fun to reread it, but with the graphic novel version, that might be kind of cool. So this is adapted and illustrated by Oder. I don't know. Cool. I thought that was too fun to pass up and it was only $5. So grabbed that. And now we are on to the few things that I grabbed from the thrift store. So the two puzzles I picked up, this first one is New York State, the Empire State, and it's a 750 piece puzzle. But I grew up in New York and still go to visit. Like when I go to my mom's, that's where I go. So I am excited to do a New York puzzle. And the other one I picked up is a 1,000-piecer and it's a nativity. So that'll be fun for Christmas time. I thought that was too pretty. It's going to be difficult. There's a lot of green. There's a lot of green in there. Might be a tricky one, but I'm going to try it for Christmas. So I picked up this. This was another one that was just too funny to not pick up. It's the Phantom of the Opera told in emojis and texts. This is just really funny to me. It was only $1.50 and the whole thing is text messages with emojis in them. I can't handle it. I just think that that's going to be hilarious to read through. I've read the Phantom of the Opera book and I love the musical. So that will be a fun one to revisit. I grabbed 2 graphic novels at the thrift store. One of them was $4, American Born Chinese, about a young American Chinese boy who's just kind of struggling to fit in middle school. I think this is YA, not middle grade. And then this one, The Best We Could Do by Thai Bui, is a story of a family from Vietnam. It's a memoir, graphic memoir. The debut graphic memoir by Thai Bui is an intimate look at one family's journey from their war-torn home in Vietnam to their new lives in America. That's all I really needed to know. So here's just a glimpse at the graphic style in here. This one's it's not as short as most graphic novels, but I love graphic memoirs. I've read a couple now, and so I'm very interested in this Vietnamese family having to leave Vietnam and their story. So interested in that. Couldn't resist. How much was that one? This one was just $4. Yeah, good prices at these stores. Probably the biggest surprise for you and for me is that I picked up Under the Dome by Stephen King. It's in perfect condition in this big floppy paperback. It's going to be awesome. It's $3. And we were just talking about Stephen King over lunch, and I said the only other one of his that I might be interested in reading is Under the Dome, because it's a little bit more, I don't know if you would say sci-fi. I don't know. So it's about this town that one day this dome just shows up and they can't leave. Nobody can come in or out from the dome. I mean, it's going to be pretty gruesome because when the dome shows up, people, like somebody loses an arm, cars are cut in half, families are separated, and panic reigns. But I had seen 1 or 2 episodes of the show Under the Dome. I never continued on from that point, but I would be curious to someday read this one. We'll see when. I picked up this historical fiction, The Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. This is one that was kind of making the rounds last year, I believe. After being rescued from a sinking ocean liner in 1914, Marion and Jamie Graves are raised by their dissolute uncle in Montana. There, after encountering a pair of barnstorming pilots passing through in beat-up biplanes, Marion commences a lifelong love affair with flight. At 14, she drops out of school and finds an unexpected patron and wealthy bootlegger, an arrangement that will haunt her for the rest of her life, even as it allows her to fulfill her destiny, circumnavigating the globe by flying over the North and South Poles. I think I remember hearing some mixed things about this, like it's a little bit slower paced maybe, but I couldn't resist grabbing that one. I picked up a Patty Callahan Henry. I really didn't even know anything about this except that she wrote it, so I just grabbed it. Where the River Runs. And I think this is quite a bit backlist one of hers. Let's see. Meredy Dresden was once a free-spirited, fun-loving girl. All that changed when the boy she loved was killed in a tragic fire. Since then, she alone has carried the burden of a terrible secret. Then years later, married to a wonderful man and mother of a teenage son, she's shocked to learn the childhood friend is being blamed for that long ago fire. And what does she do from there? So it's a short little book, but I have enjoyed books by her in the past, so thought I would give it a chance. Another author that I have read before and really liked is Anne Rinaldi, and this one is Finishing Becca. This is a story about Peggy Shippen and Benedict Arnold. I was just recently reading A Girl Called Samson, which also takes place during the Revolutionary War when Benedict Arnold turned on people, the traitor, and he was mentioned in that other book, so this drew my attention. But this is a YA historical fiction, and I've liked others by her, so grabbed that one for $1.25. 2 more. This just seemed so summery to me. Luck, Love, and Lemon Pie by Amy Reichert. I've had mixed reactions to Amy Reichert's books. Some I have enjoyed a lot, some I've enjoyed only a little bit. This one just feels very summery. It was only $2.50. Milwaukee area wife and mother notices her husband, Chris, seems more interested in the casino than in spending time with her, and she's more bothered by her own indifference than by her husband's absence. So she picks up a poker as a way for them to spend more time she picks up poker as a way for them to spend more time together and recapture some of the fun of their early relationship. We'll see how that goes. And finally, kind of a cozy-ish mystery, Dead and Gondola by Anne Clare, a Christie Bookshop mystery. I recognized it right away, and it's kind of like a lighter mystery. Beginning of a series, a mysterious bookshop visitor dies under murderous circumstances, compelling the Christie sisters and their cat, Agatha, to call on all they've learned about solving mysteries from their favorite novelist. So I enjoy Agatha Christie, and so it's fun that this is kind of like a twist on an Agatha Christie novel. Fun. Dead and Gondola. That's it. That's my way bigger than I expected August book haul, along with a couple puzzles and other treats and things as well. Now to figure out where I'm going to put all these on my very messy shelves. Yikes. I would love to hear from you if any of these books stood out to you, if you've read any of them, if you want me to read them sooner rather than later. I can't make any promises, but maybe. And anything else that you want to talk about, let's chat in the comments below. I always love talking to you down there. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today for a good old book haul. And I look forward to talking with you in another video very soon. Bye.